Each of us have a fundamental choice that has everything to do with what we will experience in the present and what we will experience in the future. And that is the choice whether to pay attention to what we've lost or what remains. I'm Beverly Lewis. I am an executive trainer and business coach, and I think many of you have probably heard the story about the survivor of a shipwreck that was washed up to an uninhabited small island. He was by himself. He had nothing, just the tatters that he still wore. Every day he felt desperate and grief-stricken and uncertain about whether he would ever make it off the island. He scanned the horizon for ships and thought, how will I ever be found? How will anybody ever know that I'm here? And he prayed desperate prayers. And then one day he fashioned a little hut to protect himself from the elements and went off to scavenge food for on the island. And when he returned, his hut was on fire. And he thought, once again, he gave in to despair and discouragement and thought, this is hopeless. I will never get off this island. The one bit of protection I had, I'm trying, and now all hope is lost. Well, he curled up and went to sleep, and the next morning he awoke to find that a ship was approaching his island. And they came to rescue him. And he said, how did you find me? How did you know I was here? And the captain said, I saw your smoke signal. So of course the moral of the story is that there is always hope, that sometimes the things that look the worst can have a good, happy ending to the story. We just can't give in to hope and discouragement and despair while we wait. And I felt like here in the beginning of February, it was time to remind you of that. I've been working with teams recently on core values, on staying anchored to the things that are unchangeable because the future is uncertain. Many of you heard me say that circumstantial uncertainty goes by another name, and it's called adventure. And we're still on this adventure that we don't always know what's next, what's coming, but it is good. And I want to encourage you today that the best is yet to come, and we'll keep going step by step together. Personal Kaizen, step by step, improving, moving forward, and not giving up. I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks for joining me.